Hi guys, my name's Ellie, welcome to my channel, and today we have an update. So, for the panning my bookshelf challenge that I've given myself, didn't do very well. I'm going to revamp the rules. The new goal is going to be one book a month minimum. So, this is one you didn't know I had. I actually picked this up October? Yeah, that sounds right. So this is An Absolutely Remarkable Thing by Hank Green. I don't know if I've told anybody, but I like John Green's books quite a bit. I enjoyed them. Yes, everything has their problems, and I understand the overuse of the Manic Pixie Dream Girl and the fixing people, but at the time I read most of them, it was not as overdone. It was something that was still a new storyline to me, and I enjoyed them, and they created the feels, and that's honestly what I look for in a lot of books, is to get an emotional reaction or to make me think about something. And if they do an emotional reaction or make me think about something, it works. And I like John and Hank Green. They make me happy. The Vlog Brothers make me happy. So, when I found out that Hank was coming out with the book, I got excited. I got on the pre-order list. Yeah, I happened to get one of the ones that was signed. And then I also he did a book tour that came through Kansas City, which is a reasonable distance for me to drive to, and I have friends. I live in St. Louis, so I called up my friend who is also into John Green's books and stuff, and I was like, hey, do you want to go to this? So we got tickets, we went to it, I got to see her, we got to go around Kansas City, and I got a second copy of this, which is over here. So I have two. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I'm probably going to look and see which has the prettier signature, because the other one signed from being on the book tour. And maybe I'll keep both. Maybe I'll donate one. Maybe I'll give one to my friends, because my sister, she was not the biggest fan of John's work, but I think she could enjoy this one, because it is a little different. It's a different person writing. Different story structure, and it does some interesting things with the characters. So, the book itself. I started it in October. I finished it because I was just like, I need to finish it. And I have like 4 other books that I've started but not finished, so they're on the chopping block. But, I think we're just going to tell you spoilers. So if you don't want to know spoilers, if you want to read the book for yourself, I liked it a lot. I greatly enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to the next one, which is a bit of a spoiler, but you can leave now. So, in this book, we follow April May. She finds one of the Carls, which are these big robots that just show up, overnight. They're in 64 different locations, and it's all about, she just thinks it's a fun art installation. They start a video channel with her friend. It follows her and their rise to fame, how it affects her personal relationships, how it works with all of her already existing flaws and kind of exacerbates them. It gets really, really big. So there's a whole, pro-robot alien movement. Did they name them? I don't remember if they named them. But they named the anti-movement, which I believe was the Defenders. And then it was her going on talk shows, being manipulated by her producers, the ways that she uses people, the way that she ends up being used by people, and really, really interesting. And I think they did a good job of everybody having flaws. All the characters have things they do wrong, mistakes they make, that are decently realistic, the way people would act, and the way that people would react to fame was as well, not positive, but something you could definitely see happening. And then you get to the end, and it's a cliffhanger that implies there's going to be another book. So now I need the other book, so Hank, can you just hurry up already? Because I didn't know, all of John Green's books have been, wrapped up at the end, and close enough that you know that it's a standalone book, that's just it. So I kind of assumed that was going to be the same with this. I actually, honestly, had no idea what the plot was going to be before I started it, because I didn't know anything. I knew there was something about the Carls, but not what they were, the fact that they were the robots or anything. The art is, the background is little Carls, and they have some lovely inside art that they did for the inside pages. Really, really cool, and he made it a very lovely collaborative project where he got a lot of different artists involved. But yeah, I had no idea it was going to be part of a series, which I think it's going to be. Either that or he just left us with a huge cliffhanger and didn't explain a lot of stuff, and I'm going to be cranky. But they do have the ending where April May's caught in a fire, and then they have her talking to the robots, you know, in dream state. And then they say that the story's not over, and then they do the perspective of other people and how they never found her body and all this stuff, and since she's... Basically, they're assuming she's dead, but they don't have the body, which they should based on how the fire was stuff. And then the ending is her knocking, or somebody knocking on one of their doors, one of the other side characters, Andy I think it was, knocking on his door, and then you get the text from April May that says knock knock. So, please make a second one quickly, because I am not good about waiting in between books. I like to read everything all at once. If I'd known it was part of a series, I probably still would have read it, but I might not have read it so quickly. I might have given myself some time to then... I don't like waiting, having finished one book, and then waiting for the next book to come out. I like them to all be something I can pick up and read in the order that I want. So, I really liked it. I really liked the characters. It was very frustrating watching some of the ways that they sabotage themselves, but that is the thing people do, so it was realistic, and it did further the plot. I liked it a lot. I would suggest it. There should be an audiobook as well. Yeah. And seeing them on tour was fantastic, because I'd never been to a book tour. I was also told it's most likely not like any other book tours that you'll ever see, because it's very different. It wasn't just, you know, like, oh, answering questions and talking about the book and your process. They did a bit with that, and they did a whole other section with, like, trivia games and answering questions from the audience, and, like, John came out, and they did a little video thing about the Transformers, and it was cute. It was very cute. It was a lot of fun, and it was a really good way to experience the Nerdfighter community in person, which I had never done before. So it was great. I liked it. I liked the book. I enjoyed it. I would suggest it. It's a fun read. It's quick if you can actually make yourself sit down and read, which I apparently have issues with now. So, hence the goal of one book a month in at least this series. Normally, I would tell you guys what I'm reading next, but I have 3 books that I've started in various levels of finished, and I don't know which one's going to finish up next, so I will just check in next month with which one I finished, because I have to finish something. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you've read this book, if you enjoyed it, how you feel about the ending, how you feel about if it's going to be a series or if he's just sabotaging us with a huge cliffhanger, because I like to think that there's going to be a next one. I feel like it tells me there's going to be a next one, but every once in a while they just stop things and don't tell me all my answers. That was legit a whole point of one of John Green's book, was not getting answers after the story finishes. But we're not talking about those books today. So, that is finished. I feel accomplished. I don't know what I'm going to do with the fact that I have 2 of them. I'll probably chuck one at Marion. That's my sister, and she reads as well. So, maybe she'll like it. Hopefully. She didn't really like John Green. I have to go and attempt some other books. Thank you guys for watching. Chat with me down below. The ones that I'm currently reading are The Historian, The Hollow, and Welcome to Night Vale. Based on situation, I am furthest along in The Historian. I'm more than halfway through it, but it's very thick. It's got a lot of either fake or realistic history mixed in to try and, like, ground the story, even though it's a vampire story. The Hollow could be quick. It looks like a quick, trashy teen young adult read. But Welcome to Night Vale currently has my biggest attention because I was very excited about that, and I got both Welcome to Night Vale and It Devours for Christmas, and I've been wanting to read Welcome to Night Vale. No, I have not read any of the podcasts. It's fine. We'll get there. It's on my list of things to do. But yeah, so we'll see which one wins in the next video. If you have any suggestions about which of those is better, I'll let you know. I didn't tell you the authors of any of them, so good luck. Thanks for watching.